And we're back in the Legacy League with Rich for round 2, game 1. We are on the play and we keep a hand with Faithless Looting, Lion's Eye Diamond, Golgari Tug, Gemstone Mine, Gabble Therapy, times 2, and a Street Rave, which is a good hand. See how it plays out. Cast the Lion's Eye Diamond, then play the Gemstone Mine. Sequencing it like this because if they think I am on Storm, they might be more tempted to let the Lion's Eye Diamond resolve because of fear of discard or whatever. Then tap for red mana, cast Faithless Looting, hold priorities, cycle Street Wraith in response, and with those two cards on the stack, sacrifice the Lion's Eye Diamond for red. And then with the Street Wraith, we dredge the Golgari Tug. We hit a Stinkweed Imp, Gabble Therapy, Narcomoeba, and Breakthrough in the process. So we put our Narcomoeba into play, then cast our Faithless Looting, dredging a Stinkweed Imp and a second Tug, discarding the Imp and the Tug. And we still have 3 mana left to flashback our Faithless Looting. We dredge ourselves a Golgari Grave Troll and a Stinkweed Imp. We again discard the Golgari Troll and the Stinkweed Imp. To overview our dredges right now, we have 3 Cabal Therapies. Let's see, we got them for 2 Tugs, Putrid Imp, 2 Stinkweed Imps, Grave Troll, and 1 Bridge. Then we decide to flashback a Cabal Therapy, sacrificing Narcomoeba, targeting our opponent. The card we name here is Crop Rotation, because that's if the opponent has that, it gives me the highest chance of actually losing the game. Turns out that the opponent is playing, that we are playing the mirror match with the opponent also on dredge. Their hand is Breakthrough, Bridge, Looting, Gemstone Mine, Thug, Lion's Eye Diamond, and Stinkweed Imp. So we missed on our crop rotation. We decide to sacrifice our zombie to get another Cabal Therapy, taking away his Lion's Eye Diamond. Then opponent leads with his Gemstone Mine, casts Faithless Looting, discards a Golgari Grave Troll and a Stinkweed Imp with his graveyard right here. Then opponent finds another Lion's Eye Diamond, sacrifices it, flashes back Faithless Looting. Throws a Golgari Grave Troll and a Stinkweed Imp, puts a bunch of cards in the graveyard. Opponent right now also has a Narcomoeba, has 2 Bridges, 3 Cabal Therapies, and 1 Icarid, which is pretty similar to our graveyard, with the exception that the opponent has an Icarid and we don't. So opponent puts Narcomoeba into play, sacrifice for Cabal Therapy, targets us, misses, gets 2 zombies, and that's the end of his turn. Then for our draw step, we dredge a Golgari Grave Troll, we hit a Narcomoeba, put it into play, immediately sacrifice to Cabal Therapy, causing us to gain a zombie from our bridges and removing the opponent's bridges in the process. We target ourselves, naming Golgari Grave Troll, just to get some more dredges in it. Also, opponent is hellbent, so Cabal Therapy does not make much sense. Anyway, we notice also in our dredge that we have hit another bridge and an Icarid. So we have a zombie, pause the turn. Opponent, what does he do? He brings it back his Icarid, draws a Golgari Grave Troll, sacrifices his Icarid, removing our bridge, casting it, targeting us. He names Faithless Looting. I wish we had one but unfortunately we don't. And then the opponent has 2 zombies. He attacks with them. I decide to block because at this moment we are not winning the race with his 2 zombies against our zombie. So decide to play it a bit conservative, prevent it to take as much damage as I can. That marks the end of our opponent's turn. Our turn, we bring back our Icarus. Draw a step, we dredge ourselves a troll, we hit a Nerd Amoeba. We see that the opponent doesn't have any bridges in his graveyard right now, which makes me believe that we don't need to therapy just yet. I attack him back for 3, and that's the end of the turn. So right now we see that I had a pretty good dredge. I have 3 Icarus in my graveyard right now, along with a bunch of black creatures to bring them back, whereas the opponent also only has 1 Icarus. Neither of us has any bridges in the graveyard right now. So opponent brings back his Icarus, wants to attack with both. I again block the Icarus because at this point I don't think that I need an Amoeba to attack. Opponent's at 17, I have 3 Icarus in my graveyard, so that alone is 9 damage that is looking to come through next turn because he won't leave any blockers behind. And then on the turn after that we can again attack for 9 with our Icarus, assuming neither of us draws any bridges. However, because he might dredge bridges and I don't, I decide to block the Icarus here to conserve my life total. So our creatures die, opponent hits me for 2 with a zombie token, passes the turn. I bring back my 3 Icarus, exiling Street Rage and Putrid Imps. For my draw step, I dredge another troll. I do not have any bridges. Again, opponent doesn't have any bridges, so I just attack him for a 9 from 17 to 8. And that is pretty much it for my turn. Then opponent now also has found a bunch of extra Icarus. Can unfortunately only put 2 of them into play. Well, that will be next turn. So he has 3 Icarus, dredges a Nerd Amoeba, attacks with everything, putting us from 14 to 3, and he has 1 blocker left. Then he casts Kettle Therapy, targeting himself for Golgari Grave Troll, puts it back in the graveyard, and that opponent casts Therapy again, let himself for Stinkweed Imp, then his Icarus die, and mine are ready to come back. So yeah, at this point I'm pretty happy that I blocked this Icarus with my Narcomoeba because I'm at exactly 3, while he would have swung for lethal if I didn't, then the Narcomoeba I had in play would not have mattered at all. So we bring back 3 Icarus, then we decide to dredge a troll. We hit a Narcomoeba and a bridge from below, which is very good for us. So we put the Narcomoeba into play. We no longer have any Gable Therapies in our graveyards. And we decide to just let the Icarus die this turn to get some zombie tokens so that we can swing for lethal next turn. Then opponent has 3 Icarus, brings 1 back, brings a 2nd back, and brings a 3rd back. Draws a Golgari Grave Troll for his turn and hits a Narcomoeba. Also hits a bridge from below right now. So opponent attacks with everything. We need to block everything except the Narcomoeba, which will allow us to go to 1. A bunch of bridge from below triggers happen. Mine go on this deck last, which allows me to get some zombies, or a zombie, and then all bridges get exiled. Then it is my turn. I bring back my fourth Icarus that I dredged last turn, but it only has one blocker. I draw, dredge my thug, attack with everything opponent sees the writing on the wall, and concedes.